Maps still show Vozrozhdeniya as an island. The water left in the 1960s. By 2001, you could drive a truck to what used to be a Soviet anthrax burial ground, 100 to 200 tons of spores, bleached, doused, and forgotten in 11 shallow pits. The quarantine moat didn't just disappear. It became a highway. Vozrozhdeniya, rebirth, sits halfway between Kazakhstan and Uzbekistan in what was the world's fourth largest inland sea. The Soviets picked it in the 1930s because water makes a great cage. At its peak, 200 square kilometers, runways, labs, open-air ranges where they aerosolized weaponized bugs over tethered monkeys, sheep, horses. The island was the containment. Here's what the textbooks get wrong. The 1971 leak wasn't anthrax. It was weaponized smallpox, a field test gone sideways. 10 infected, 3 dead, hundreds of kilometers away. Anthrax came later. 1988, program winding down, troops burying slurry in pits, mixing with bleach, bad paperwork, then walking away. The Aral started shrinking in the 60s, cotton irrigation stole the Amu Darya and Sirdarya. By 87, the sea split. By 2000, the southern shore had retreated 50-plus kilometers. Water dropped 20 meters. The seabed became the Aralkum Desert, tens of thousands of square kilometers of salt and pesticide dust. As the water fell, the island grew. 1996, land bridge forms. 2001, heavy trucks cross it. 2009, eastern lobe gone, former island marooned in white, the moat is now a road. 2001, Kazakh-American team, Nunn-Lugar money, declassified Soviet maps, ground-penetrating radar. They found all 11 pits. Excavated, sprayed formaldehyde, capped with clean fill. Neutralized the bulk, but the soil, highly alkaline, keeps anthrax viable for decades. The drying that exposed the pits also made cleanup possible. Had the sea stayed full, they'd be underwater, leaching into the food chain. The environmental catastrophe enabled the biological fix. Counterintuitive. Landsat and Corona spy satellites show the retreat frame by frame. 1984, water laps the southern test range. 1999, same coordinates, dry salt pan. Dust plumes rise off the exposed seabed, hundreds of kilometers, carrying salt, pesticide residue, potentially viable spores toward towns downwind. No confirmed human anthrax cases since 2001, but livestock infections pop up sporadically. Vets stay nervous. Spores in protein coats can sleep 100-plus years in alkaline dirt. Fences and signs mark the old zones. The land bridge means nothing stops a curious tourist or a grazing camel. Vozrozhdeniya isn't unique. Similar open-air sites on islands in Lake Baikal, the Caspian, the Kola Peninsula, all relied on geographic isolation that climate or engineering erased. Aral's just the most dramatic. The water vanished almost entirely, turning a maritime quarantine into a continental one. The 2001 dig got the 11 known pits. Soviet records hint at more, unmarked, from earlier accidents. 2010, ground-penetrating radar found anomalies beyond the known sites. No money for more digging. Low probability, high consequence, still under the salt. Today, extreme tourists and researchers drive the salt crust in 4x4s. The Antonov runway is cracked, salt-tolerant shrubs pushing through. Lab buildings are concrete skeletons, windows gone, interiors full of wind-blown sand. Silence, wind, occasional diesel cough. 90% volume, lost in 50 years. Island to peninsula to land, bridge to hill in a desert. Pits dug, forgotten, found, mostly neutralized. The map still shows an island. The ground tells a different story. The 2001 excavation recovered and treated material from all 11 pits, but records indicate the Soviets may have dug additional unmarked pits during earlier accidents. Ground-penetrating surveys in 2010 identified anomalies consistent with disturbed soil beyond the known sites. No further excavation has been funded, leaving a low probability, high-consequence uncertainty buried under the salt. Today, the former island is a destination for extreme tourists and researchers who drive across the salt crust in four-wheel-drive vehicles. The runway where Antonov transports once landed is cracked and overgrown with salt-tolerant shrubs. The laboratory buildings stand as concrete skeletons, their windows gone, their interiors filled with wind-blown sand. The silence is broken only by the wind and the occasional cough of a diesel engine. The Aral Sea lost 90% of its volume in half a century. Vozrozhdeniya stopped being an island and became a peninsula, then a land bridge, then a hill in a desert. The Anthrax pits were dug, forgotten, found, and largely neutralized. The map still shows an island, but the ground tells a different story. The map still shows an island. The ground tells a different story.